7:45 now. It is Halloween, and what better way to celebrate than spending the morning with ghosts? That's what WSBT 22's Lauren Becker is doing this morning. She's live at the South Bend Civic Theater with the Michiana Paranormal investigators. Lauren, ghost hunting, we've talked about this. I am not a believer in ghosts, but you might be convincing me over this next couple hours here.
Kristen, let me tell you, so for the past 5 minutes over here, there's no one in the auditorium and this keeps going off, it's beeping. So there must be something in there. Things are getting spooky at the South Bend Civic Theater. We have Jeff from Michiana Paranormal Investigations and Rob. They've been here all night looking for activity. What are you guys finding? It's been a long, long night for you guys here.
It has been a long night. We've looked over several rooms that we've determined that there could be some things going on. In one area, which is one of the dressing rooms in the back of the building, we did what we call an EVP session, where we sit down and put a voice recorder down and ask questions and try to listen back and see if we hear anything that we didn't hear at the time of the recording. And actually, we did catch something earlier that it's a little hard to hear, but I'll try to point it out.
You can still hear it though, so I'm going to put the microphone close to the recorder here. And what are people supposed to be listening for?
So about 5 seconds in here, you're going to hear some sort of breath or no, but it's going to be a different voice or tone than anything else you hear around us.
Okay.
So we'll see what plays.
Whoever wants to commence, commence. Asking a question? Yep.
Play it one more time. Let's play this one more time. Here we go.
Whoever wants to commence, commence. Asking a question?
Ooh, I heard it. I heard it that time.
That noise was not present when we heard the recording. It was after we played it back, we heard it. And so that was where it's like, all right, now we have something going on here. And
yeah. What's that like for you guys? Rob here, how long have you been doing this for? How long have you been a part of the team?
We've been part of this team for 5-6 years. The thing about this is like everybody sees ghost shows, it takes days and days and days and days to get what you see on TV.
Yeah.
So for us, getting a couple pieces of evidence in 8 hours is a big deal.
Definitely.
I mean, it's something.
Yeah, very cool for you guys. I mean, you're spending hours and hours here to finally hear something like that. And you said that was in a dressing room?
Mm-hmm. The dressing room in the back of the building, correct.
Interesting. Let's talk about the cameras over here, the rest of the team. Walk me through what we're seeing over here, because I know this has been going off.
Yeah, so we've been here for over 8 hours. We're kind of tearing down now, but we still have 2 cameras up, and this one is in the auditorium facing in, and this one here is in a hallway that is on the right side of the building lower. And these are 2 ones where overnight and even up until a few minutes ago, we're having it go off for motion sensing when there's nothing in the room.
Interesting.
So there's
Spooky.
So we can't explain it, but we're going to keep monitoring to see what happens.
Well, you guys keep doing your thing. This is all happening at the South Bend Civic Theater. We have Aaron, the executive director here. I mean, what do you think about all of this happening here this morning?
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, the building's over 100 years old, and there's a lot of history here. And I think that's what often, captures people's imagination. Also, theaters always do too, because there's just so much energy built up when we have performances here again and again and again. Yeah. We had over 200 performances in 2019, so there's a lot of energy. And we actually, over the last week, have been kind of capturing our own ghost stories, because our volunteers, we asked them, hey, have you had experiences? Many of them came forward and shared, and it's interesting. I was telling the team, we had the same stories kind of coalescing around the evidence they're finding.
Kind of matching up there.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stories about a young woman, whether or not she's...
Stop. I don't like this kind of stuff.
Which is really fun for us, because, we love telling stories, and if we can find the kind of hidden stories of the building of the Civic, we always love to do it. So it's so fun to welcome teams like this to the Civic. We love being a resource for whoever, and because we're kind of in an extended intermission right now, the ghosts have more time to kind of hang around and do their thing. So hopefully they can find those folks who are a little maybe more willing to share right now.
Definitely. Well, thank you for opening up the theater, allowing us to do this. The paranormal investigation team, they're going to be here all morning, so stay with us right here on WSBT. We're going to bring you more on what they're finding all right here. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you guys.
All right, I like it. 7